these fragrances will make her follow you. Don't you like these extreme video titles? But seriously, these are really incredible fragrances, and some of them I've never talked about. There's quite a few new ones. So let's start with the first one. Burberry Woodstorm. This is my new discovery. A super velvety, seductive scent. I mean, this, when I smelled it, I was like, oh, I just literally gasped because it's so velvety. There is oud in here, but like a very light oud. It's agarwood. It's got some really smooth lavender. It makes it so sexy. And then it's also definitely has got iris. I don't think they've listed it in the notes, but it's definitely got a bit of iris in here, which makes it even more just smooth. This is a smooth operator sort of a fragrance. Smells extremely luxurious and seductive. Love this one so much. I can't get enough at the moment. Next up, it's Wilgermain's. It's a new brand to me, Aqua 40s. This fragrance I just discovered and I was like, wow. This is for somebody who loves extremely fresh, citrusy fragrances, but that are very high quality and that last a decent amount of time. This is that sort of scent that I smell and it's like, oh, just a breeze of freshness if you live in a hot climate. Incredibly sexy, appealing fragrance. Really amazing ingredients as well. You just can't go wrong with this one. And it's one of those that is not very like popular, not everybody has, so it's a bit of a unique one, a secret gem. We have to throw in also some popular designer fragrances that I personally love and find so seductive, and I would definitely want to sit next to you if you wore YSL Y Intense, any of the Y fragrances, but the Intense one in particular. This is an excellent release, a newer release, and it smells so good. We've tested it on the street. Oh, it's so good. Men's fragrances are just the best, guys. Like, oh, I'm so jealous that you get to wear them. It's extremely fresh, but with a bit of smoothness, a bit of heaviness in there, but like a nice density that makes it extremely long lasting. And this is a blue cologne that will smell so good. Like every woman will absolutely love the way you smell. You'll have a really loud fragrance as well, but not too loud that women are like off-put by it, you know? You'll smell just strong enough, which is great. This is like everyday sort of a killer cologne. Ooh, this one, Black Saffron from Byredo. This cologne is extremely good. It's got this nice fresh leather scent that is super spicy, and I love how different it is. It's got a bit of a raspberry scent to it. Imagine like leather and a tiny bit of raspberry. It's so extremely masculine, but it smells also creative. So if you're that person that like you consider yourself like a man's guy, like a laddie guy, but you want to also show that you are like also got a creative side or something like that, this would be like your perfect scent. That leather note is just killer, super sexy, and I love that it also lasts, because not every Byredo fragrance lasts that well. By the way, I'll link all of these in the description bar for you to get the best deals on. The next fragrance that I know that you absolutely love, and I have been talking about it forever, it's Stronger With You. Absolutely, this fragrance is extremely good, okay? If you've never smelled this reiteration of Stronger With You, you'll be floored. This is all the best of the line. It's nutty, it's sweet, it's woody, it's got this oud in here which is artificial, but it's still very good, and it's such a strong fragrance, but in this warm way that really draws you in. So if you want somebody to follow you and you live in a really cold climate or somewhere where fragrances really struggle to project, this, oh my gosh, this is so strong and so captivating, literally like a magical spell. Next up is Elborn from Carner Barcelona. This scent is for some of you who love sweeter, more boozy scents. This is very boozy vanilla, but like a smooth caramelly vanilla. It's absolutely delicious, but it doesn't go to this only dessert way. It's like still a fragrance, you know what I mean? You don't want to just smell like a dessert as a guy, at least I don't think you do. But this is just boozy, it's huggable, it's one of those really comforting, sexy, seductive colognes, especially if you are maybe romantic, then this is perfect for you. It's a super great fragrance and it's niche, so it's a bit more on the unique side. If you want a fragrance that is very extroverted and it's super seductive and it's one of those like in your face, really luxurious but mass appealing colognes, look no further than Haltan from Parfums de Marly. Man, this fragrance is so good. This is like a cross between Baccarat Rouge and like oud and more spices, more cinnamon. It's so good. It's definitely very oudy, a bit of red fruit in there, a bit of praline, saffron. It's a warm scent, but at the same time, it's not too gourmand at all because of that harsh woodiness. It really makes this fragrance very masculine, and the scent throw is captivating. It's super intense. So if you like those really strong fragrances, extroverted, this is a perfect one for somebody who also like goes out a lot. This, yeah, to me, this is like kind of like a New York guy who like goes to bars a lot. I don't know why, but this is what I have in mind when I smell this. Next up, we've got Tstar in Astra. This scent is another one of those really underrated gems, those that you don't find scents like this anymore. Like I'm so hard on scents because I've smelled so many, and there's some favorites that I've got and I always recommend to you guys, but it's hard for me to be really impressed. This is an absolutely stunner of a fragrance. It's definitely on a warmer ambery side, but it's also got very smooth lavender in here. I can also smell a bit of like this medicinal eucalyptusy sort of a vibe of a smell. So this one is very unusual. It's like warm ambery, but at the same time medicinal. It's really intriguing, very intense, lasts a long amount of time, and this one is definitely one of those scents that you can wear for years to come and can be only yours because it's not that popular amongst everybody, you know. Next up, more on a budget because you can always get it at discounters, but man, this smells like a niche cologne. Oh my gosh, this is so good. It's for men Absolute from Bentley. If you didn't like Bentley Intense because that one was more syrupy, too chocolatey for you, too boozy, this one is definitely more mass appealing, but so good still. Oh my gosh, it's super dark and earthy and spicy. It's almost a tiny bit incensey, and it's one of those scents that is just, oh, you are just impressed by. You're like, what is this scent? I have to smell it. I have to know what it is. It's one of those absolutely incredible scents that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. You have to check it out. I mean, there is rarely something that just impresses me that much, and for that price point, it's absolutely amazing. I have to tell you guys about it and you have to check it out. And another fragrance on this list is one of those that is also designer, but it's amazing. It's the new Valentino Born in Roma Intense, one of my favorite newer releases. Designer, I mean, this is an absolute killer of a fragrance. Super strong, projection amazing, longevity, perfect for every day, extremely masculine. The sprayer in is nice. The smell with a bit of like this gingeryness, and then this just really intense woodiness that comes across, and then you end with a nice bit of sweetness, but just an added one. Such a good one. You've smelled something similar before, but this is like all of it, the best of it, like intensity, longevity, the scent profile, everything is just the best, I think, if you want a solid fragrance for every day that is extremely sexy and just will get you tons of compliments. This one is really one of the best ones you can get, and I always like recommending new ones because then you get to smell more unique than all the other people out there having old fragrances or the ones that have been previously released. Let me know your current favorite cologne at the moment. I'd love to know some of your suggestions. Thank you so much for your support. I would love it if you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.